Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit different and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to level up in 2024 and how we can, as a collective, become our best versions this year. And in order to achieve this, the first phase of all of this is goal setting, and I'm really passionate about this year because I finally figured out a way that actually will work for me, because the past few ways I've been using were just not the one. So in order to achieve your goals, you need to make sure you've made it very, very specific to you and add as much detail as you can. Even if you think it's really silly detail, no, add the most specific detail you can, because that's what's going to make it really personal to you. A way that helped me make these goals was by using headings. So I used career, health, social life, relationships with family and friends, and under each of these headings I'd put each of my goals in these different aspects of my life. So I'm covering everything I can in my life, and it's all down on a paper or on your notes app, wherever you want to put your goals, but it's there and it's covered everything you need to. A key goal of mine this year is to start feeling more confident in how I look and in my body, and to make this goal a practice in my daily life, I've made it into habits that I can therefore track throughout the year, and ultimately I know I'm reaching the goal in the end, and I know I'm taking a step every day to becoming that better version of myself and ultimately reaching my goal. Through this goal of mine, I've made it my mission to go to the gym at least 2 times a week this year, and I started off light, because to some of you that may seem like, oh, it's such a small goal, only 2 times, but to me, I just want to start off and actually get myself in the gym and be consistent. That's my key goal, because the past few times I've done this as a goal, I've gone once a year probably. I'm not even joking, that's the thing. But no, I want to really stay consistent, so I'm going to say 2 times a week, and obviously I can go more than I want to and more than 2 times, that's not a problem at all, but it's just I cannot cut below that 2 days, because then I'll fall back into that trap. But obviously I've made this a goal and I've made sure it's 2 days, so I'm actually showing up for myself and I'm getting into that consistent routine, and eventually I'm obviously going to want to go more days once I've gotten through a few weeks of that routine. I'm gonna make it a habit, and then I'm gonna actually enjoy going to the gym, and it will ultimately make me feel happy with my body, which is great. With these goals that I've made into habits, I now put these habits into a habit app. It's literally called the Habit app. I'll put it up here in case it doesn't come up for some of you, but yeah, so it's called the Habit app, and I put all these habits into the app, obviously, but if the gym wasn't one of your goals, that's literally completely fine, but just make sure you do try and put your goals into habits, so it's like you're tracking it throughout the year and you know you're working towards it as well. So by putting it into this app, it really helped me, because I was able to wake up and see what I need to get done that day, and I could tick it off, and I knew I'd completed it, and it made me feel more proud of myself, and it was more motivating as well, because I was like, oh my god, I actually did this, and it's like you feel more productive as well. So because I'm going gym twice a week, I'll put it on the days that I am going, so then I wake up, tick it off once I've gone, and it also keeps you like a streak. So if you've gone like 3 times, then you'll keep up a streak, and it's really motivating seeing that, because it's like now you want to keep making that streak go up. So I found that to be really helpful for me. Doing this habit app made me just feel like I'm going in the right way, and seeing all these things ticked off, it was just nice to have it all laid out for me, and I could just get on with my day and keep ticking it off as I go. So I definitely do recommend using this app once you've made your habits, and I genuinely think it will help, because it definitely helped me. Phase 2 of becoming our best version this year is prioritising our own peace and our own happiness. Genuinely, you just need to put yourself first. It's not selfish, it doesn't make you a bad person for doing that. You're just showing up for yourself, and that's all that matters, because that's what this year is all about. It's about you and your peace and your happiness. You need to stop putting other people in front of you and just think about yourself for once, because I think that's what a lot of people struggle with. Because I think definitely for me, I started outgrowing people, and it wasn't necessarily in a bad way or anything like that, but we were just all on different paths, and I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but we genuinely just outgrew each other, and it wasn't bad blood or bad vibes or anything like that. If you need to do it for yourself, then that's fine. There's no reason for you to have to explain yourself necessarily or feel bad about it as well. But I do think it's good to let go of the people that are bringing you down, bringing your energy down, and just dimming your light, because genuinely, what is the point of having them in your life if they're not bringing any good energy in and, you know, keep uplifting you, but instead they're just draining your energy, and really it's just making you feel more worse about yourself and putting you back into that negative cycle. Because that's definitely what it did for me. I was constantly in this bad cycle of just already feeling bad about myself, and then surrounding by people that weren't helping that situation at all. And I think by letting go of these people, you already feel so much more better about yourself, because you're not constantly reminded of all the things that they're telling you, the negative vibes you're getting, and it's just a refreshing new start for you. And I think that already helped that journey itself. But I do think on top of that, to prioritize your peace and happiness, this kind of goes into phase 3, I guess, but I think definitely making time for yourself and being okay with being by yourself as well. Because I think in the beginning I never really had explored that idea, or I was always okay, but it was I never knew what it was like to genuinely be by myself and enjoy my own company, do things with myself, just, you know, just that could literally be going shopping by yourself, going to the movies by yourself. Also, I haven't done any of these, but this is my goal for this year, going on more solo dates and just learning more things about me, because I think, as silly as it may sound, I think we all need to learn more about ourselves, and the only way we can do that is by spending time one-to-one with ourselves and just getting to know ourselves better. But I definitely think once I started distancing from people and just being okay with being by myself, that's when I figured out what I enjoy doing. And then when I did meet up with friends and stuff, it was only friends that I genuinely valued and I enjoyed spending time with, and it was just people that were uplifting my mood and they were on the same vibrational energy as me, and it was just nice meeting up. Once I met up with my friends or family or anything, it would rejuvenate me and just be a refreshing vibe for all of us, if that even makes sense. So for me, I think this is kind of linking into phase 3 of just, you know, being okay with being by yourself. But phase 2 and phase 3 are kind of linked, because prioritizing your peace kind of goes in hand with being okay with being by yourself as well. But I think for me, I started this off by journaling, and I'd been journaling for 2 years but not consistently at all, because the way I was journaling past time, it would just be, I was kind of doing it because I thought it was meant to help, and I was like, oh, why isn't this helping me? Why isn't this? It just didn't work for me then. But I think I put too much pressure on the aspect of journaling, of how everyone says, oh, use these journaling prompts and all that. Personally, for me, journaling prompts have never helped. I've kind of always just preferred, well, I found this out recently, let's say since October, November-ish last year, I've preferred just ranting out everything on a journal, and it actually makes my arm hurt so much. So I don't know how people write 6,000 pages. Not gonna lie, I do write about 6 pages from time to time, but I have to take breaks. But no, I usually love just ranting everything out. I was talking to my friends about this actually, but I can't, as soon as I start writing about one thing, it literally just goes on to the next thing, and then it'll go back to the first thing, and it's all over the place. But that's literally what my brain is like, so it's kind of a clear representation of how I'm thinking. But I think that helped me the most, because it was I don't talk to people about it, so I need to kind of let all of my feelings out, but in a way that's going to benefit me. I found it to be the best by writing it all down, thinking about it for a few seconds, and then being like, you know what, whatever the situation was, it's happened now. There's no point looking back on it and being like, oh, should have done that, oh, I could have done that, or could have done this, or, you know, just all of that regret. It wasn't helping me at all. So I was just, in the moment, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna write it all down and close this book and just stop thinking that way, because it wasn't helping anyone. So during the end of 2023, I actually started using this journal, literally the journal, but this is separate from my journal where I run everything. So this is more of a day-to-day type. Let me find a page that I haven't done, because I've actually finished this now, but I feel like there's definitely a day I missed, because I'm sorry, I did miss a day. It was week 12, day 6. For some reason I missed it, but it's good because I can show you guys now. So it just has all these prompts. It says, how am I feeling today? Emotionally and physically, a self-love action of the day. So this could literally be gratitude. It's what self-love is to you. Gratitude, going on a walk, taking time for myself, anything like that. Then top priorities for the day, what I need to get done, and things like that. And then it's a daily affirmation that you add and a daily to-do list. Then over here, this was my favourite bit. This is kind of what also got me into gratitude. This is just a blank space where you just write your gratitude at the end of the day when you're in bed. So it's like a night journal. You write all the things you're grateful for in the day and look back at your day and think about, literally, it could literally be, oh, the sun was shining today, which kind of most of mine were, because during the winter that really did lift my mood, because some of the days that the sun was showing up were great. But no, this journal genuinely was really helpful. So those were what the day-to-days look like, but every week it'd be a different focus that we were looking at, and it also have weekly reviews and weekly priorities. Weekly priorities you do before the week starts, and then the weekly reviews after. So it'd be like this: week 1 what we were focusing on, and each week it'd be something different. So it'd be things like, so week 1 it was becoming actually aware of your thoughts, and it takes you through everything word by word. It's really easy to navigate around and just stick to as well, and I thought this definitely really helped me. It is a bit expensive, but it's also a 12-week program, so I definitely do recommend this if you're trying to get into journaling. It's a good way to start because it literally tells you what to do, and you're not left in a blank space of where to start or anything like that. So I definitely recommend this. Once I finished that one, I started this end of December-ish, and it's the 5-minute journal, which I'm sure everyone's probably seen on TikTok, or I think literally everyone uses this, but genuinely it's really good. I've only just started using it, but I'll show you what the pages of this look like. So it's something like this. It will have a quote of the day. It says what I'm grateful for, so gratitude, which I really love in the beginning of the day. Then what would make today great, a daily affirmation. I like to stick to one a week or until I've internalized that daily affirmation, because I felt like when I was doing a daily affirmation a day, I didn't have enough time to actually believe it and internalize that affirmation. So I like to keep the affirmation until it's actually a part of me now and I genuinely believe it. And then at the end of the day, you write your 3 highlights of your day and what you learned today. And I'm not gonna lie, I really love doing this at the end of the day, because it makes you look back at the day and think, oh, do you know what, even if something went wrong that day, you're not thinking about that. You're mainly thinking about what went well and what made your day, and looking at the positive instead of the negative, because I tend to look at the negative, but not anymore. So I definitely recommend this journal as well, but this journal is separate to my journal where I just run, because obviously that needs its own book, but that's literally just a notebook that I genuinely just scribble on, basically. So for anyone trying to get into their journaling journey, I do recommend these 2 books and journals. They definitely have helped me in my own journey, and yeah, I love starting my day off with gratitude and also ending it off with gratitude as well, because I think that's genuinely made me shift my negative mindset into a more positive one and just be more grateful for life and just thankful then, just looking back and just thinking what went wrong and things like that. For me, journaling also helped me get into a strict routine with myself as well, because I was waking up and journaling, setting the day off right, and then I was also ending the night off journaling, doing my gratitude, and it was a good way to end the night as well. So this way I was also able to hold myself accountable for the routines I was setting, and I think this is a very big priority of mine for 2024, just showing up for myself and holding myself accountable, because I think this is a communal struggle of procrastination. I don't know what it is about procrastinating that is so... I just don't even get it, why I do it or why I think it's okay to do it, because it's bad. To be fair, I have gotten better, but I'm still not at where I want to be. So this is a goal of mine this year. And I think one of the ways I'm doing this, which I'm going to tell you guys, is, for example, when I stay at home and if I'm already feeling really tired and I wake up a bit tired and I'm just, trying to have a lazy day and I already get into that vibe, this year I'm going to push myself. If I am feeling like that, I'm going to push myself to go to a cafe instead and get myself out of the house so I don't have a choice, get my work done for a few hours. If we minimize our procrastination, this way we're able to keep within our routines and also make sure we are achieving these goals at the end and just working towards something bigger and all of our goals we've already set. Because if we procrastinate, then Obviously 1 to 2 days it's fine to procrastinate, but not the whole day. If we at least push ourselves to just get a few hours of work done a day, then at least we can treat ourselves and, you know, have the rest of the night off or something like that. Just give yourself a reward at the end of the day, so at least while you're doing your work, it's pushing you towards finishing and just motivating you even more, because you know you have something to look forward to at the end of the day. Because I think that's definitely what helped me. Whenever I have a long day or I have so much to do, I just have to give myself something to look forward to at the end of the day. Otherwise, I am not going to finish that work, or I'm going to struggle so much and procrastinate. So obviously I need to get myself out of the house if I'm already feeling lazy, because if I see my bed, I am going to want to get in that bed, and it's just not okay. It's not okay anymore, and I've come to terms with it. But yes, I'll definitely be having so many more coffee dates this year, and I'm actually really excited for it, because I genuinely love going to the cafe and seeing other people doing work. It genuinely motivates me so much more, just seeing everyone else doing everything, and it's just a new little nice vibe, and it's nice to just get some work done. I think I mentioned this, but a goal of mine this year is solo dates once a month, because I think through doing that you're showing up for yourself and you're taking time out of your day, you know, focusing on yourself and doing inner work as well, and just making sure you're happy with where you're headed. And I think it's going to really help me a lot. I've never actually gone on a solo date. Don't think a cafe work type of date counts, but yeah, solo dates I'm really excited for as well, because I genuinely just enjoy being in my own company, and I think the more I get used to being okay alone, the more I'm going to push myself out of my comfort zones. I feel like going on solo dates is genuinely so out of my comfort zone, just going out somewhere or going to a restaurant by myself, going to the cinemas alone. I think that's where I'm going to start, with cinemas alone, because I think it's a good way to start, because you don't necessarily have to see people or anything. So I think I'm going to start off there and then eventually gradually get to the tops of solo dating. But yeah, I'm really excited for that journey as well, because through that I will get to just learn way more about myself and what makes me happy, and just, you know, show up for myself. I feel like I've said that so much, but generally that's literally what this year is about for me personally, and it should be for you as well. Prioritize yourself, prioritize your happiness, your peace, and yeah, I wish you guys all the best for this year, and I hope you have the best year ever, and I hope anything I've said today has stuck with you. I'm really happy. That's literally all I want from this video, but I do know I've probably waffled way too much, like I always do, but I hope I've somehow made sense in any aspect. If I have, please do message me on Instagram, or literally just comment down below, and love to talk to any of you guys about anything I've just said, and we can all just have the best year ever and just become our best versions this year. Thank you guys so much for watching.